Scorpio, hello, hello. Welcome to the Creative Witch channel. This is going to be a general reading for Scorpios. If the message resonates, like, share, and subscribe so we can share the message with others. And if it doesn't apply to you for any reason, just let it fly. The message wasn't meant for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, here we go. What message do we have for Scorpio for closing out the month of May and bringing in June? What message for Scorpio to bring in this new month? All right, Scorpio. So the first card we've got here is the Sea Otter, happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves and your good destiny of love is sure. All right. So, what I'm getting here is maybe you've been a little too serious about things. Maybe you have very high expectations on yourself, certain people, certain situations. Maybe you're feeling a bit disappointed. But what this message is sending here is that you need to focus more on happiness and playfulness in your life, okay? And you've got a lot of interesting cards coming out here. All right, Scorpio, let's see. So first card we have here is the Breathe card. And it's coming out after this. Obviously, we have the Sea Otter Happiness card. You're getting Breathe. And what it said here was like, release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and choose love. Surrender to the waves. And this Breathe card is really just confirming that. It's saying that to let your breath ground, center, and relax you. Our breath is what connects us to the present moment and anchors us into our body. It's what grounds us. It's what makes us present. It's what takes us out of our head and out of our overthinking. So once you honor your breath as your life force energy, once you meditate and focus on your breath, once you breathe deeply, you'll see that in doing these things that your breath can actually teach you a lot about you, about yourself, about what is making you feel whatever way you're feeling. Okay? Next, you had empathy and compassion come out. All right? And empathy is really just being understanding. And I'm really resonating this specific card with that expectations part. Release expectations and enjoy every day. With empathy and compassion, it brings you a deep understanding for yourself and for those around you. Being sensitive to other people's feelings and sympathetic to their experiences, as well as sympathetic and sensitive to your own, it's going to help you really understand why people do what they do or why they've done what they've done. Or simply, you may have had an expectation of someone doing something differently, and now you're finding yourself a bit disappointed. But once you let that go, once you let that disappointment go and such, and show a little empathy and compassion towards the situation, it's going to bring you much deeper understanding. It's going to show you how you can gain greater understanding through that lens of compassion and empathy. Okay? So, not only with yourself, like I said, but with others too. That empathy and compassion is going to be really important here in order to release this seriousness that you're kind of stuck in right now and bring about some happiness and joy into your life and love and just kind of flowing. All right. Next, you got playfulness, and that just kind of goes in with this message here as what I'm saying. More patience, understanding, empathy, compassion, more being present and just breathing in the moment. It's going to make you more carefree. It's going to make you more light. It's going to make you more playful, more happy, and a little less serious about things, okay? I feel like you're just being a little too serious right now, and you need to be more playful. Scorpio, playfulness is the key to expansiveness, okay? When you play, you're present. When you breathe, you're present. When you play, you're receptive, you're creative, okay? Try to think of some ways that you can play more often, that you can flow with life more often, that you can be a little less serious about things. Because this seriousness that's going on right now is a part of your shadow side that you need to work on. Okay? We all have a shadow side. We all have issues, okay? So this isn't any sort of like specific attack towards you or anything, but this is just trying to show you and help you realize that you do have some expectations and beliefs and ways of being that are holding you back. Okay? This is your ego. What scares you. Okay? Your fears are holding you back. Your ego is holding you back. It's numbing you. The things that you don't like or accept in yourselves are our shadow side. But if you're compassionate towards yourself, if you're present, and if you're playful, our shadow can be our teacher. Okay, so don't push away the shadow side. Simply just learn to shine a light on it. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Rather than trying to push it away or not face it, it's better to just shine a light on it, to know that it's there, holding it accountable, holding yourself accountable, knowing that it's not going to disappear if you avoid confronting it. You have to confront your shadow and you have to learn the lessons in order for it to bring about some sort of lesson or clarity or whatever is coming from that shadow, whatever light aspect of yourself that this shadow is looming in, wherever it is dwelling, is what you need to work on. Okay? So recognize it within yourself. Recognize where you're being negative, where you're not being compassionate, where you're not being playful. Recognize that and begin to shine a light on it. Begin to work with it. Begin to recognize it and begin to learn from it. Okay? Let's see what Tarot has to say here. Scorpio. What messages do we have for Scorpio here, please? What is this breathe card? All right. First card out, we've got the Five of Cups. And it came out in reverse. So that's pretty interesting here. Under the breathe card, we've got this Five of Cups card. And the Five of Cups in reverse is kind of like what I was saying here. You're worrying too much. You're having too many expectations. You are rooting so deeply within your shadow, but you're not healing it and you're not letting it go. You're not bringing that empathy and compassion or that playfulness in. Okay? You're letting old stories become your story. And you might even be becoming more jaded, if that makes sense. Don't allow what's happened to you drain you. Don't let it drain your life force away, okay? Know that whatever's happened to you happened for you. Okay? Find faith in your future. If you're having a hard time letting go of certain aspects of your life or yourself, like I said, breathe. Sit in the present moment. Sit with yourself. Sit with these feelings. Okay? Sit with your shadow side. Learn from it. There's a lot of lessons in there waiting for you waiting to be recognized by you. You can envision a brighter future. See how it's light down here? Within all that darkness, there's a light. Okay? Reclaim your happiness and step back into hope. You know? Step back into playfulness. Step back into the fun. Release what no longer serves you. Learn from them. And then release them. Okay? You don't have to stay where you are. What else do we have here for Scorpio, please? Scorpio messages. That was too many cards. What is this empathy and compassion for Scorpio, please? Empathy and compassion. So we had the King of Cups come out, which is very interesting to me, especially with that being a empathy and compassion, like water, water vibe card here. Um, the King of Cups is a very emotionally intelligent, stable, balanced, creative, nurturing, supportive, wise person. Okay? This is empathy and compassion. Okay? This is telling you to master having empathy and compassion on not only yourself but others too. Don't let things shake up your composure. Let's put it that way. Don't let things shake you up or send you into a state of anger. Remain balanced, remain mature, and find time to meditate. Find time to have empathy on yourself and on others. Find that sweet spot between your intelligent mind and your empathetic heart. Okay? If you're finding yourself stuck in this negative energy here, Scorpio, if you're finding yourself stuck here, what you need to do is really find this grounded and balanced state, okay? Find your serenity. Choose care over force. Choose love over force. Know that you can't control everything or everyone, but what you can control is yourself and your emotions towards everything and everyone. Let's put it that way, okay? Empathy and compassion. I'm really getting that you need to learn how to balance out your emotions and balance out your need to control everything or try to control how others feel. Definitely stay clear of situations that bring you emotional turbulence, okay? If, you know, everybody has good and bad days. It's one thing if someone is just having a rough day and kind of bringing in some negativity into the environment, let's say. But if it's someone that is constantly manipulating you, constantly hurting you, constantly bringing you or others down, you need to release them. Release with love, okay? Don't release with any hate or ill will or anything. You're releasing with love. You want them to get better, but you know that you're not going to get better if they're in your life still. Okay? But always just try to seek to understand. Okay? People want to be understood, and we're all going through our own battles. We all do things because of what's been done to us. But those things that you do can be positive or negative. So you have to just kind of decide within yourself who you want to be and how you want to react. Do you want to be the person that blows up all the time, to be the toxic energy in the room, to be the one that gets overly emotional, overly controlling, or overly angry? Or do you want to be a person that's compassionate, balanced, empathetic, tolerant, has a high tolerance for stuff? That's something you need to ask yourself, who you want to be, Scorpio. Don't be the person that is imbalanced and hurt and hurts others in return. Be someone that's balanced and happy. Let your worries go. Surrender to life. Know that you can play. Life is meant to be fun. Okay? Let's see what else. What else do we have for Scorpio under this playfulness card? Thank you. All right, Scorpio. We got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups under playfulness. So, like I was saying, this might be, there's a lot of water energy in this reading too. These are all cups, all emotional cards. Under this playfulness card came out the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is like friendship and community, and could be siblings, could be, co-workers, just any sort of like group that you're in, okay? You need to bring more playfulness into it. There might be some disputes or miscommunications. You might be feeling left out, but you need to make amends here, okay? This is your support system. These are the people that are going to help you remain aligned. They're going to help you feel cherished and nurtured, okay? But just remember, listen here, Scorpio, remember that the people that we surround ourselves with are our mirrors. They can help us see aspects of ourselves that we're not necessarily seeing, okay? It can allow you to see who you really are. Good, bad, beautiful, ugly. Not saying like looks wise ugly. I'm talking about traits and attitude and certain aspects of yourself. Okay? You need to bring more playfulness in. Show your friends and people around you that you have empathy and compassion, that you can act out of love, that you are there for them. Okay? Enjoy these people. Enjoy enjoy that embrace from your friends, the closeness, the mutually loving and beneficial bond that you all have. Okay? Don't allow any setbacks or disharmony come in between you. Work on healing them. Laughter, playfulness, friendship, just being silly, okay? Along with the empathy and compassion, of course, but just being silly and playful is going to lighten up your mood and the mood of those around you. And when everybody is lifted into a higher vibe, it just makes the whole situation better. Okay? It brings you expansion, it brings you healing, it brings you happiness, it releases your worries, and it brings you love. All right? The last card we have here is that shadow card. Let's just see what tarot says about this here. Another cup card. You got the Four of Cups here, Scorpio. So the Four of Cups is always like a boredom card, or like I always think of boredom or like a missed opportunity or something, because you can see like this hand down here is trying to show you, trying to give you this opportunity or wisdom or something, and you're just like so bored and paying attention to like what isn't working out or what doesn't feel right that you're missing what does. Okay? This is coming out under your shadow side. So what it seems like to me is that you might be, gosh, if I can get these cards here. What this is telling me is that you're focusing on the negative too much. Okay? You're stuck in a pessimistic state of mind, and it's really a time to practice gratitude. Okay? This is giving you a nudge to let you know, like, hey, this attitude and state of mind and this focusing on the negatives and feeling so bored and out of touch with your life right now is what is causing you damage. That's what's damaging your life. That's what's holding you back. Okay? If you're finding yourself bored, unsatisfied, or frustrated with your current situation, you're you're likely missing the point. Okay? You're missing what is being handed to you. You're missing the gift. Okay? You're missing the opportunity and the amazing people around you, the amazing opportunities and feelings and cycles and new chapter even. This could just be a new chapter coming in that you're avoiding, that you're not letting it come in. Know that the present moment is the magic happens in the present moment, okay? When you're breathing, when you're still, that's when you're going to be the most receptive, and that's when the most clarity is going to come in, okay? That's when the biggest message is going to come through. Spend your time and energy focusing on what you do have, okay? Not what you've messed up or done wrong or past relationships, past mistakes, past jobs, past whatever, okay? Let that shit go and focus on what you're doing right. Focus on what is going good for you. Spend your energy focusing your thoughts on the experiences that you will create in the future. Take time to meditate. Slow your mind. And once you slow your mind, it's going to show you that life is way better than it seems. Okay? You just got to get out of this negative, pessimistic, complaining energy that you've been kind of stuck in, where you can't let things go and where you're holding grudges and holding back. You need to approach with more balanced energy, more understanding. Okay? See the richness and the fullness of your life. See the richness and fullness in the lives of those around you. Remember, we're all here doing our best, okay? If we come through with empathy and compassion, we're going to get a lot farther. We're going to have a lot more fun. We're going to be much happier. And we're going to be releasing this shadow aspect of ourselves and releasing all those negative thoughts and just low vibe things that are holding us back from ultimately what we deserve, which is our heaven on earth, which is a community of loving people, which is, you know, just happiness and playfulness, Scorpio. Like, things don't have to be so serious all the time, okay? You are a lovable person and you're beautiful. You have so many wonderful things about you that you need to share with the world and that the world is ready to hear from you. You've got the Ace of Arrows, which is basically like the Ace of Swords, and this is a breath of fresh life. This is clarity, okay? This is a new beginning, a new clear path coming in, and it's one that's going to only come through. You got the King of Vessels, which is the King of Cups. It's only going to come through when you can align and remain balanced and strong and wise and compassionate and sensitive and empathetic and understanding and basically be a strong beacon of light in your community. That's what I'm getting here with this King of Cups coming out twice under that empathy and compassion card and this Three of Cups here. You're meant to be more in your community. That's what I'm getting here. You're meant to. There are so many beautiful things about you, Scorpio, that you need to release these shadow aspects, these negative aspects, and let the brightness just shine through because it's in there and the world needs to see it. And the world needs to appreciate it. And the world needs to receive the message that you have. Okay? Like I said, take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, one more card to close out this reading. Final message for Scorpio, please. Final message for Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, we have being bound. Being bound. So, I mean, I almost feel like I don't even need to explain this card, but I'm still going to, obviously. I just feel like this entire reading has kind of been leading up to this final card here. We started off with a card reminding us to be happy. We went through all this here, and we're coming out noticing that we're being bound by our own negativity, our toxic thinking, our boredom, our missed opportunities, our self-loathing, our laziness, our procrastination, our overthinking are all binding us. Binding you, I'm sorry. This is negative thinking, inhibitions, criticism. Okay, it's time to break free of this, Scorpio. This is reminding you that it's time to trust your inner voice, not the crazy one. Not the shadow voice, not the one that's telling you that everything's terrible and you suck, okay? This is a time to trust the inner voice, the one that wants you to let go of all the inhibitions, and the one that wants you to try new things, the one that wants you to love yourself, the one that wants you to be free, okay? The ones that release you from fear of judgment, okay? You have to know that you can live your life to the fullest, and you can allow others to live their life through the fullest, okay? You don't have to control everybody. You don't have to be all up in everybody's business, telling them how to do things, micromanaging, or just, being unpleasant in general. You can be here to help, okay? To show empathy and compassion and bring playfulness back into the picture. But it's not your job to control people, okay? We're all in control of our own life, our own destiny, our own daily moods and how we feel, our own fate, okay? We're in charge of this ourselves. It's not your job to control others, okay? You need to just focus on yourself and focus on the negative aspects that you need to release, okay? Don't be constrained by your outdated thinking. Don't hold on to damaging beliefs. Don't hold on to resentments. This stuff sometimes can make us feel safe and secure because we're so used to it, but what they're really doing is keeping you bound. Okay? Allow fresh waves of thinking. Allow fresh waves of empathy and compassion to sweep over your mind and clear out those obsolete beliefs, to clear out these shadows, okay? This could also, you might be holding a grudge with yourself, with others, with people in general. But you also need to release that too, okay? Um, Release anything that's binding you, okay? This Five of Cups here, she's releasing. It came out in reverse, which means, it kind of goes in with this being bound card. If you're not releasing and not giving up the things that are holding you back and hurting you, whether you realize them or not, they're going to come. It's going to be clear here very soon, especially if you stop and meditate and are in a receiver mode. You're going to realize what it is exactly that you need to let go of and what you need to do to get it out of there, okay? This binding effect that you're holding on yourself is really going to be damaging you unless you let go. Okay, Scorpio? You're the one being damaged the most by holding on to these grudges or resentments or negative toxic feelings. They're only doing more damage to yourself. Whether you're judging yourself or someone else for doing, trying, or being something that you want to do, but you're too afraid to try, this is just enslaving yourself, and it's misplaced condemnation. So untie these ropes, release the ropes of censure and disapproval, become unleashed, and set yourself free. Okay? This is balanced emotions and clarity. New beginnings coming in. Okay, you're getting a fresh breath of life. But it's only once you face this shadow and release these bindings that are holding you down and keeping you from being aligned and empathic and playful. Okay? All right. Well, that's all I have for you, Scorpio. If this message resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. I post new videos every week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.